Hey everyone, I'm Dr. Retro, and yes, this is a sealed Wolfenstein 3D big box for the PC. Why start with the easy and common stuff if you can show a sealed Wolfenstein 3D? Let's just look at this. It's a Wolfenstein 3D. This is going to be one of the gems of my PC collection, together with my other Wolfenstein 3D, which is the European UK version with the swastikas and Hitler on the front. This is the American version, and did I mention it is sealed? It's sealed. This came in a set with a lot of big box PC gems, and some of these are incredibly rare. Some of them are not very super rare, but just really nice to have. And let's scroll through them. Leisure Suit Larry goes looking for love in several wrong places. I believe this was the only Larry that I'm still missing. Not 100% sure, but I think I have them all now. Then we have Willy Beamish, The Adventure of Willy Beamish. Spellcasting 201, Sorcerer's Appliance, only missing part 301 now. And Space Quest Part 2, Valhall's Revenge. Then more PC big box. Redneck Rampage, the early years. Then The Blues Brothers, which is a DOS game that I played a lot as a kid. And just looking at the back artwork makes me really think back of all those times that I played this game. It's a really cool platforming game. Then Search for the King, Les Manley in the Search for the King. Last week I picked up Lost in LA, and I have another copy of that in this set as well. And this is one of the other Les Manley games, Search for the King. By the way, all of these are ending up in my collection, the ones you see now. Ninja Gaiden. I didn't even know there's a PC version of this, but I do recall that I played Ninja Gaiden as a kid at my cousin's house, and he only had a PC, so there had to be a Ninja Gaiden on PC, and yes, here it is. Then Quest for Glory Part 4, Shadows of Darkness. This is the one I was missing, so I now have a complete set for the Quest of Glory set, and I also have Part 1 in the original version, Heroes Quest. Then Space Quest Part 5, Roger Wilco, The Next Mutation. Discworld, the big box version. Here in the Netherlands it's very easy to find the book box version, but not the big box version. So this one is to replace that book box that I have in my collection. Then Witch Haven, complete in box, and this next one is going to be one of my gems as well. It's Mega Man 3, the DOS version. The DOS versions of the early Mega Man games are really shitty. They're definitely not worth to be called Mega Mans. But they are Mega Mans, and I love Mega Man. I'm a collector, so I really wanted to have this. You'd think that after such a mind-blowing set of big boxes we'd be done, but nope, we're not done yet. Freddy Farkas Frontier Pharmacist. Try saying that 5 times fast. Then we have The Black Cauldron, also a Sierra game, Disney game. Like I said, Les Manley, Lost in LA, same one that I got last week. Beneath a Steel Sky, and this is the American box version. If you remember from last week, there was the same one, but that was the European box version, which is a black box. Looks a lot more stylish in my opinion. Gateway Part 2, Homeworld. Gateway Part 1. And another copy of Fallout. I have 4 or 5 of these now. They're quite hard to find, but not if you find a lot of them. Let's take a step back from the PC big boxes and focus on Nintendo. This was 1 or 2 sets combined. I think it's 2 sets combined. And like I said last video, there is a big Super Nintendo set coming in, but there was a bit of a hiccup, so I'm not sure if it'll make it this week. If not, I'll show you guys next week. Also next week on Wednesday, I'm going to pick up a set that will blow your minds. Trust me. That will be, even for my account, that will be an epic pickup. But that's next week, and not sure if that will be in the next video or I'll make a separate video of that, because it's that much and that awesome. So, first, Game Boy. Pirate Cartridge Super 68-in-1, Metroid 2, and Zelda for the Game Boy. Then we have for the NES, Mario Bros. Duck Hunt, Castlevania 2, Simon's Quest, 4-player tennis. Simon's Quest, by the way, has amazing music. If I'd have to pick any NES game with the best music, it would be either Simon's Quest or Mega Man 2. Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers, Double Dribble, Castlevania Part 1, Super Mario Bros. 3, Days of Thunder, Boulder Dash, Felix the Cat, Super Mario Bros. 3, Super Mario Bros. 3, 12 in 1, Turbo Racing, another copy of Boulder Dash, Top Gun Part 1, and those last two are World Wrestling and Blades of Steel. Let's get this pile out of the way before it all falls to the ground again. This is a Super Game Key by Horrorleg. You can either plug the American or the European one in the back. Doesn't say anywhere, so it's just take a guess. And it lets you play American games. Goof Troop, Virtual Soccer, NBA 96, Lemmings, Super Punch-Out, Super Castlevania 4 American version, and Super Soccer. Next up is an MSX game I traded with a subscriber on my channel, and it is Antarctic Adventure by Konami. I don't know a lot about MSX, but I do know one thing. Cartridge-based games are, for some reason, hard to find and usually quite expensive. And this is a cartridge-based game, so that's the reason for me picking this one for the trade. Then I got some Game & Watch thingies, but also some of those, how do you call them, those minis? It's 4 of them. This one is Super Mario Brothers, Spider-Man. All of these were tested working, by the way. This is Mario Cement Factory, and this last one is Donkey Kong Jr. There was also a Pikachu one, but I don't have the appropriate battery, so I'm not sure yet if that one works. Then 2 Game & Watches. First one is Mario Brothers, and the second one is Zelda. This is by far, I dare to say, my favorite Game & Watch, because it actually has a story. It's not the right word, but it has progression. You fight on the lower screen, you progress on the top screen, and eventually you get to the boss and fight him here and get a part of the Triforce. So this is definitely a really cool Game & Watch game. Then some more NES games. Complete in Box, Fester's Quest, Star Wars, which is SCN coded, it's the Scandinavian version. And Scandinavian NES collectors go wild for SCN coded games. Formula 1 Sensation, Super Mario Bros. 3, NES Cleaning Kit, Super Mario Bros. 2, and the last one is The Legend of Zelda, but it's in a bit bad condition. Has damage here, as you can see. It's missing one of the small tabs. Both the manual and the map are, I'd say, 5 out of 10, so definitely not a really good one there. So let's wrap up this week, and let's wrap it up good, because this is the SNES set that I told you about before. Have you ever had one of those dreams where you end up at a really strange, sleazy flea market and you find the set of your dreams? Well, this is that dream, except that the games aren't complete, but this set has so many good games. Well, let's just take a look. Mortal Kombat, Secret of Mana, unfortunately a German text version. Donkey Kong Country 2, Pop and Twinbee, Super Mario All-Stars, Bubsy 2, which I didn't know existed until a while back when I found one while I was looking for the price of a normal Bubsy. Still need to get that one complete for my collection. Then Super Mario Kart, Stunt Race FX, Mario Paint, the Smurfs, Super R-Type, Plock, and Turtles in Time. So we've already had a Secret of Mana and a Turtles in Time. Here we have Zelda Link to the Past, Super Castlevania 4, those aren't the worst titles now, aren't they? Mario Paint again, Super Mario World, Super Soccer, Donkey Kong Country, FIFA Soccer, there's also some shitty games in here, as you can see, Donald Duck and Maui Mallard, Tiny Toon Buster Bust Loose, which is a really cool platforming game, you should check that out, Street Fighter Alpha 2, another quite rare one, Incredible Hulk, Street Fighter 2, Pink Goes to Hollywood, Prehistoric Man, Turtles Tournament Fighters, also not quite common, Illusion of Time, unfortunately German, and then the last few, Cool Spot, Mega Man X, again a great title, Batman Returns, Jurassic Park, Battle Grand Prix, Mortal Kombat 3, Super Punch-Out, and Prince of Persia. So that's a Mega Man X, Secret of Mana, Zelda, Super Castlevania 4, Street Fighter Alpha 2, Turtles in Time, So not bad, right? Did quite well there. Before I show you the last 4 games of this video, which are all Sega games, are all rare games, and are all ending up in my collection, there's this Pokemon Pikachu. I said something about this earlier in the video. I got the time to check it out, and it's working. So it's a Pikachu Tamagotchi. Then Mega Man 2 for the NES, incomplete in box, and the box is in okay shape. It's not super, but it's definitely not bad. And then we have the last 4 games. Like I said, all Sega, all rare, or at least not easy to find, and they're all ending up in my collection. This first one is Contra Hard Corps, which is the only Contra game released on the Sega as far as I know. There might be a Game Gear game, but I'm quite sure there isn't. Then Alien Soldier, a really rare Mega Drive game, and it's supposedly also a really good game. It looks to be an action platformer, shoot 'em up type game, and I like those. So definitely a nice addition to the collection, which also will get some playtime. Then Time Killers, also a rare Mega Drive game that I was still missing, and yeah, I'm not sure what to expect of this. It looks to be a Mortal Kombat type game, and I'm not sure if it's a good game, but I'll have to check that out. And then last but definitely not least, the king of all shoot-em-ups, considered to be the best shoot-em-up out there, Radiant Silvergun for the Japanese Saturn. So it's a Japanese game for my collection. Like I said before, I don't collect Japanese stuff, but some exceptions do apply, and this is one of those exceptions. I love shoot-em-up games. I have Action Replay Plus, so I can play Japanese games on my Saturn, and this one just had to be in my collection. Really happy to finally have this gem amongst shoot-em-ups in my collection. So that was it for this week. Like I said before, next week will be, yeah, we had a great week. Sealed Wolfenstein, Radiant Silvergun, some rare Sega stuff, amazing Super Nintendo games. But next week, trust me, it will blow your mind. Some of those items are so unique and so, well, I just can't say more. You'll have to see for yourself next week. Also, hopefully next week or the week after, I will have my new intro, and I'm really looking forward to using that and seeing what you guys think about it. So that was it for this week. Hope to see you again next week. Check me out on facebook.com/drretromd, on my website, on my channel, etc. And bye bye.